The International Rules Series is on Friday morning, the first test, and it's in Melbourne, and it might be worth a look for punters if they're looking for a decent bet. The one we like a look of is the game, the total points to be less than 94.5. You can get that on offer with quite a few bookies, and the trend of this series has been the last 3 times it's been played, the total points in the first test have been 86, 87 and 88. So 94.5, less than 94.5. Looks like a sound bet coming in at about 5 to 6 with a lot of bookmakers. Also, the betting on the first score is worth a look at. An Australian behind at 4 to 1 is definitely a decent bet. The Australians, they tend to shoot a bit erratically, and at the start of tests, especially when they haven't got used to the round ball, and even if it's Ireland, the Australians tend to put Ireland under a lot of pressure and with nerves at the start of the game. Could well be a case of an Irish player rushing a shot under pressure, and the shot could well go wide. But we're backing the Australians at 4 to 1. That's the best odds on offer for that. And the other bet that's probably worth a look ahead of the first test is Ireland half-time, Australia full-time. You get that at about 5 to 1. And traditionally the Australians are pros, and they finish these contests stronger than the amateurs from the GAA. So it's a bit of a cliche in this series, but at the same time, it often falls that way, and at 5 to 1, it's definitely worth a look. Some bookies are also offering odds on top point scorer, and Michael Murphy at 3 to 1 is the one we like a look of. It's hard to see where the scores are going to come from looking around the Ireland team, apart from maybe Stephen McDonnell, and if McDonnell doesn't fire, they're going to rely heavily on Murphy at 3 to 1, so he could definitely be worth a look. And if you wanted to cover yourself on in terms of a bet that they might come in around 2 to 1, you can get actually 23 to 10 for Australia half-time, full-time. The bookies seem to have priced Australia very generously for this, and they're +3 at 4 to 5 with some bookies, and again that looks quite decent odds for anybody that fancies a home win there in the first test.